Good morning, everybody, and happy Sunday. Welcome to my class. This is my third week of going through different essential oils. I'm starting at the beginning of the alphabet and going through them, and I'm going over 3 essential oils every week so I can share with you the benefits and the uses of these amazing CPTG essential oils. But first of all, I just want to see how everybody's doing. If you've had a good week, if anything special is going on, feel free to write in the comments. I'd love to hear from you if you have any ideas or any suggestions about either just about what's going on in your life or about essential oils or anything. I would love to communicate with you and see what's going on in your life. Here in Maine, we actually have now finally gotten some really cold winter weather, and I have not missed it. It's been nice. We only got 1 week left of January, and I'm so thankful that we've gone this far without a really lot of cold weather. And thankfully, it's almost February, so I know that we're not going to have a very long spell of it because usually once we get to the middle of February, it doesn't really get that cold, but it's been in the single digits, and at night, even with the wind chill, it's been a little bit below zero, so it's been challenging to get the water out to the animals because I've got sheep and I've got chickens and I've got a rabbit that I take care of for our homestead business, and so it's been a good workout, and it's been challenging, and thankfully I have my husband to help me when I'm at work. So it's been a cold week, but it has been sunny, so I've been blessed. Yesterday it was sunny. Today the sun is out, so that's really helpful. It's always good to have the sun out because it just gives you that uplift, even if it's cold. You just got to bundle up a little bit. But I did get a little surprise. I have to tell you about a chicken story I had this week. I have 9 Americana chickens, and I have 2 Americana roosters. And I love the colored eggs, so we're getting blue colored eggs out of them. And so I'll be selling the colored eggs at Easter time, and I'm also going to be incubating them in March to sell as baby chicks. So I have this one hen that loves to get out every single day. And no matter what we do, we cannot keep her in. She finds a way to get out. But all the others are laying. So I knew she was laying somewhere. But at night, she was ready to come in. We'd open up the door and she'd hop right back in. She was fine. So I'm thinking she's got to be laying somewhere. So a couple days ago, I started looking around the house to see where she could be laying. Well, lo and behold, I found a whole pile of 12 eggs in the back of our golf cart. So she has found a spot to lay her eggs. Now, what I have learned in the past, for anybody that's got chickens and does not know this, if you have free-range chickens and they lay and you want to try and find their eggs, once you find their eggs, do not take them all. Because what I have found, I've done this several times, I'll take all the eggs thinking that she'll just keep laying. No, what they'll do is they'll move spots. So what I did is I left 2 eggs and I put a big X on the outside of the egg so I knew which ones were old. And then I'd go, and yesterday I went and she laid another one. So I took the fresh egg there, and I'm just leaving the other 2 that I have X's on them because I know they're old and they're probably frozen and no good. But that keeps her in that one spot, so then I don't have to go on the hunt again to find out where she's laying. But she likes to be out and about. She likes to roam around the yard because we still have patches of ground, believe it or not. We don't have much snow this year so far. But the winter's not over yet. I'm sure come February, March, we're going to get hit. And we do sometime, either November we get hit, or if we don't get it, we get it by March. So anyway, she likes to go on the ground and just, rummage around the ground a little bit. So she likes to get out. So now that I know where she's laying, I'm not so concerned about keeping her in because I know where her eggs are and I can find them. So just a little chicken story, just a little chicken tip. So back to my class this week. So today I'm going to be talking about celery seed, cilantro, and cinnamon. So if you give me a minute, I'm going to share my screen with you. Okay, so these are the three oils for today. The first one is celery seed. Now, the top properties are diuretic, detoxifier, digestive stimulant, hypertensive, and purifier. Now, I wanted to remind you that this is information I'm not getting off my head. I'm not a medical professional. Do not take any of this as medical advice, just as information only. But this information I'm giving you comes out of this book right here. This is my essential oil Bible book that I use for everything. It's got everything you need in it. And I know a lot of people don't have this book, so I'm sharing with you these different oils, what's in this book, so you know how to get started with these oils. So the uses, you can use this, the celery seed, you can use aromatically, topically, and internally. Now, just as a reminder, if you use essential oils internally, you need to make sure the brand you're using is safe for internal use. Now, doTERRA has a supplement label on the outside of the bottle that tells you it is safe to use internally. If there's no supplement label on it, you cannot use it internally. So that's an easy way with doTERRA oils. Now, if you're using another brand, I can't tell you which brands are or are not safe for internal use because I have not researched them. You're going to have to do that on your own, but some essential oil brands will add synthetic materials to it, which is why they say do not take internally, because that particular brand is not safe for internal use, but that does not mean all brands are not safe for internal use. So do your research. So celery seed blends well with black pepper, black spruce, coriander, cypress, frankincense, geranium, juniper berry, lavender, Siberian fir, spikenard, and melaleuca. Now, some of the top uses is you can use it for water retention and edema. You can take 1 to 2 drops in water as needed or apply on lower abdomen. Now, when you take an essential oil internally, you have a couple different options. You can either put it in water, you can put it in juice, you can put it under your tongue, or you can make a veggie cap. And veggie cap, one of these weeks I'm going to remember my veggie caps. It's just an empty capsule that you just pull apart. You put the oils in it, you put it back together, and you swallow it like a supplement. It's very simple, very easy, and that's how I take my daily oils. And that way, as long as you don't drip the oil on the outside of the capsule, which I've done several times, you can't taste the oils. So it's also good for blood and liver toxicity. In a detox, you can take 1 to 2 drops in a capsule and apply it to the bottoms of the feet and over liver. Now, if you're new to essential oils, you want to take it one step at a time, try one thing at a time and see what works, what doesn't work. Because if you try a bunch of things all at once and something works, you're not going to know what works. If something doesn't work, you're not going to know what doesn't work. So it's good to start out slow and build yourself up. I've been 3 years into using these doTERRA oils, and I'm a lot farther now than I was when I started. So you need to start slow, one thing at a time, and build it up. So you can also use it for weak and stiff joints, gout, rheumatism, osteoporosis, and arthritis. You can apply to the bottoms of the feet, an area of concern, and you can repeat it 2 times a day. Now you can do it. This celery seed is a mild oil, so you can apply it directly on your skin if your skin is used to it. But if you have a child or if you have sensitive skin, I would definitely dilute it. And with children, always dilute with children. So, headache and dizziness, you can apply to the area of concern, up spine and across the forehead. High blood pressure, you can apply over the heart, the liver, and the bottoms of the feet. Indigestion, diarrhea, poor appetite, you can take 1 to 2 drops in a capsule or apply to the abdomen and repeat as needed. Kidney, bladder, or gallstones, take 2 drops in a capsule and apply to area of concern, and you can repeat it 2 to 4 times a day. Insect repellent, now this is really odd to me. I've learned a lot doing these classes. Celery seed's great insect repellent. You can diffuse it, like if you're in the house or if you're in a closed area and there's insects, you can diffuse it, or you can make a spray bottle and make yourself a healthy, all-natural, beneficial insect repellent spray with some water and a spray bottle, and put some oil in it, and make sure you have a glass spray bottle. Anytime you use essential oils, you want to make sure it's glass or essential oil approved bottle, because the oil is so potent that if you just use regular plastic, it could eat away at the plastic, and the plastic could get into the oil, and you don't want that. So celery seed, we know celery is good for cooking. It has a lot of benefits. So if you don't have celery, or you don't like the texture of celery, but you want the flavor and the benefits of celery, use it in cooking to add for flavoring, 1 to 2 drops. Now remember, these oils are very potent, so you want to do 1 drop at a time, and you want to be careful when you do these oils, because every oil bottle is different. Some oils come out really fast because they're really thin, and some oils come out moderate, and some come out, you have to have a dropper, they're so thick. So before you go dropping the oils in, Make sure you do it really slow because some of them just a little bit of a tip and you're going to get 3 or 4 drops and that's way too many if you're cooking. So be very careful when you're putting drops in cooking or in your water or whatever if you're taking it internally because you can get too much because some of them come out very fast. You can use it as an emotional balance or aromatically and topically to get from aggravated to reconciled. So that's celery seed. And okay, the top properties for cilantro. I know a lot of people use cilantro in their cooking. It's a great antioxidant, antifungal, detoxifying, and antibacterial. This can also be used topically, aromatically, and internally. And it blends well with basil, lemon, and melaleuca. Now, these are not the only oils that they'll blend well with. I'm just giving you something to start with. The top uses are heavy metal detox, used in a capsule to detox from heavy metals and free radicals, gas, bloating, and constipation. You can use over the abdomen, or you can take it internally in a veggie cap. Allergies, you apply over the liver or the bottoms of feet to ease allergies by reducing liver toxicity. Liver and kidney support, take in a capsule or apply over the liver and kidney area. Now, this is, of course, cilantro is another good one for cooking. Now, a lot of these oils, when you're using for cooking, if you want to make sure that you do not get too much in it, one of the tips you can do is you can dip a toothpick into the oil because the plastic cover does come off. Let me show you. See, if you haven't seen the oils, they have a cover like this, and then it has a little plastic cover, like a little dropper on it. So I learned this trick recently. It's really cool because sometimes I need to take the cover off to get the last few drops out of the bottle, and I'm struggling and struggling and struggling. If you take this cover, just lightly have it on there, and then just kind of like, pop it. Oh, no, it's not going to work for me. Usually they pop right off, but now that I'm showing you, it's not going to work for me. All right. I'm eating my words here. This one's not going to work so well for me. But if you take the cover and you just kind of twist it like this little white piece right here usually pops right off instead of struggling to get it off. But this bottle's not going to work for me because I'm trying to show you. But anyway, so if you want to make sure you don't get too much oil in it, use a toothpick and dip the toothpick into the bottle of oil and then put the toothpick into your cooking. That way you won't get too much. Anxiety, you can inhale or diffuse for anxiety. Emotional balance, you can use aromatically and topically to get from obsessed to expansive. So the cinnamon, now we all know what cinnamon is. I absolutely love cinnamon. Its top properties are antiseptic, antimicrobial, antioxidant, antifungal, and antiviral. You can use this topically, aromatically, and internally. And it blends well with copaiba, manuka, myrrh, patchouli, and wild orange. Now, top uses are the diabetes and high blood pressure. You can take in a capsule to balance blood sugar. Cold and flu, you can take in a capsule or apply to bottoms of feet. Cholesterol and heart issues, apply diluted to bottoms of feet or take in a capsule for increased blood flow. Oral health, you can gargle a drop in water to combat oral infection. Fungus and bacteria, you can take in a capsule. Kidney infection, take in a capsule. Muscle strain and pain, apply diluted to relieve. Cooking, and of course, cinnamon's always great for cooking. You can add to your favorite baking dish for a spicy twist. And emotional balance, use aromatically and topically to get from denied to receptive. Now, anytime you use an essential oils, especially if you are new to this, if you are on any medication, if you are pregnant, if you are nursing, you need to make sure you check with your provider or your pharmacist because some of these oils can interfere with the benefit of the reason for you taking the medications. So it might interfere with how the medication works for you. And pregnant and nursing mothers are some essential oils you need to stay away from. So if you have any questions, if you're interested in using these oils, if you have not started using these oils and you are on medication, you are pregnant or you are nursing, please, please, please check with your provider or pharmacist because this information is just for your purpose, just for information only. Like I said, I'm not a medical person. I'm not here to diagnose or to treat or to suggest. It's just for information. So please, you need to know safety reasons when you're using essential oils because they're very potent and very strong. strong, especially on kids. The younger kids, the less you need to use less than you would an adult because their body is smaller than ours are. So those are just some tips on it. I do have a video on the beginning uses of essential oils. You can go to my YouTube channel. That's the easiest way to find it. It's on my YouTube channel, but they are on my Facebook page. If you scroll through, you'll find it somewhere. So those are the 3 oils for today. Now, I just thought I'd share some diffuser recipes with you. So here's a couple ones for cinnamon. You can, that I'll leave here. You can use like a snickerdoodle. You can cinnamon, clove, and ginger, fire and ice, use cinnamon and peppermint. You can see cinnamon goes good with a lot of stuff. Wellness, if you want immune boosting, cinnamon, eucalyptus, and motivate is a doTERRA blend that they have. There's another one on the other side for immunity. Cinnamon, wild orange, and On Guard is doTERRA's immunity blend. So here's some ideas that you can start with if you want to know how to use cinnamon in a diffuser. So I want to thank you for joining me on my class today. If you have any questions about this, if you just want to chat, feel free to reach out to me. There's no commitment. There's no fee. I'm just happy to share with you. Like I said, I've been in with these doTERRA oils for 3 years. They have absolutely changed my life. So my purpose here is to share with you the benefits and uses of these essential oils and to help, if you're interested in learning a natural way of dealing with either immune boosting or detoxing your body, detoxing your home, better sleep, less stress, whatever it is, these oils have such a powerful place in our life, and they're all pure, all natural. It helps build our body up versus going to the drugstore and getting drugs. So if you are one that's looking for a natural option or looking for other ways, essential oils are an amazing option to use, and you don't need a ton of essential oils. If you just have a few of the basics, these oils are so intermingled and they're so multi-purpose that even if you just got the starter kit of lemon, lavender, and peppermint, you can do amazing things with just those 3 oils, and those are very inexpensive oils. You don't need to spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars to get these oils. As you go along, you find oils that you like. You can add this one, you can add that one, but to start out with, just do the simple basic lemon, lavender, and peppermint, and you will be amazed what you can do with those 3 oils. So, and I do actually have a class on those 3 oils too, because doTERRA has a beginner's kit that has 5 milliliter bottles in it, and you can buy the kit. And it's a great place to start using essential oils. So if you are one that likes natural ways and you don't know much about it or want to get into it, and you have questions and you don't know where to go, I'm here. You can reach me on Facebook. I have a webpage. You can put your name and email address. You can give me a message. I have Instagram. I have YouTube where I post all my videos on. If you want a quick way to find my past videos. I also send out weekly newsletters every Tuesday. So if you'd like to receive my free newsletter, I do different topic every week. Just send me your name and your email address, however way you choose to. I'll add your email to my list and you will get it every Tuesday. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen. So I hope that was helpful for you, and I hope you enjoyed this class. But please, I would love to have some interaction. If you have any questions, whether it's about oils or if you just want to comment on how your week has been or want to share a story with us, I'm happy and would love to hear from you. So please put a comment below. Let me know what's going on, if I can help in any way. If you have a particular topic you're interested in, I'd be happy to research it with my book and do a topic on that. I'm open for suggestions. So I hope you guys have a great week. Enjoy whatever the day brings and just kind of go with the flow. Reach out to somebody that might need an encouraging word, or if you're living with whoever you're living with, give them a hug, because nowadays you gotta be careful who you're hugging, unfortunately. But just do something nice for somebody, because you'll be amazed at how it uplifts you when you take your mind off of you and put your mind on somebody else. So on that note, have a great day and a great week, and I'll talk to you later.